Okay, we have the Welcome Earthlings bundle, which I'm going to first showcase on the soundstage, and then I'm going to do a size comparison outside of the UFO and satellite dish. Now, speaking of the satellite dish, as you can see, it is a smaller version of the one currently in game, but it still looks good as a camp item. You know, it does look like something you'd throw down. I've placed it a little bit high so you can see the actual anchor foundations on it. But all in all, it's a good decoration item. You know, whether you're making a military base or just a research facility or a UFO hub. Now, over here on the wall, I have the two solar system maps. It comes with the normal size one on the left and the small on the right. That is what they called it. Now, as you can see, that's a lot of nice little things on it. It's very well themed, has all the different little designs, pretty colorful. Nothing on them that wouldn't allow you to use them in basically nearly any camp. So, all in all, pretty good. You have the UFO crash site, which, first off, looks good because it's got all this little design work on it of rusted metal and everything. But let's say that you just don't enjoy it after a while. You could really use it as a billboard as well. As you can see, it says UFO Museum, 150 feet. So this is kind of like a tourist trap style sign. Nice little detail work. Now, we've got the actual UFO. It's quite large on the inside. I'm going to showcase this now. And it comes with a door. For those interested, yes, it can be put on other buildings. And it does actually look very nice as a door. When it's got this wire mesh, you can place stuff on it as long as it's within a reasonable size. It's got a walk up here, as you can see. About 2 stories up, it seems. Inside, I've placed some of the posters again. As you can see, the small size ones work, the big ones clip through. It's actually pretty large in here, all things considered. Figure about 4 or 5 foundations worth of space up here. You're probably not going to build a massive place, but I could see you building an entire base just in this and make it as a little mobile place that would look good. All in all, everything in it works. The floor, it has that kind of futuristic, but you realize this is a tourist trap, so it's kind of like what humans think futuristic alien technology looks through. It does actually have a see-through globe here, as you can see the actual roof of my soundstage, which does have a lot of interesting concepts of being able to use it. Have it like light shining in or, you know, light shining out kind of deal. So all in all, pretty interesting design. It has good design on it overall. Each little aspect, you can see a lot of rust, a lot of tear. Definitely feels like something that's been around. We got the Enclave radio backpack. Now this is a reskin of another backpack for the Enclave, but it was like a black and like neon green. Whereas this is more of your military style variation. And personally, I think I like this one a little bit better because of the more normal colors. It kind of can be used with any type of outfit, whether it's Enclave or not. The other one was really for that black and green armor set that they had. Now we have the computer array. Now this does snap together. Now these two on the sides are freestanding. The one in the middle and the one on each side snap together. You're going to want to place the big one down first. It doesn't like snapping to other things, but other things are okay snapping to it. Now, as you can see, it's got little... I'll turn off my light so you can see everything as it's glowing. It's got little glows, has little flickers of lights. I mean, it's a very cool little interesting thing. Has a very futuristic sci-fi style look. Lots of glowing lights, lots of, you know, panels, and you'd expect to see in kind of like an older sci-fi style show. You can see the little DNA kind of readouts, everything like that. Now, I have just snapped a few of them together just to show you. Yes, you can just make a circle out of these, and it actually looks pretty interesting, like a little, almost like a little research pod or something that's going to be deployed. Now, I will head out to the next map so that we can actually scale these. Okay, we're now here outside so that we can actually see them in the light and as like their actual sizes. Now, as you can see, the actual deep dish can actually be put on. It's almost a 1 by 1 foundation. It unfortunately has the interacting with other object if you try to put it on an actual foundation. But the actual design at the base is about a 1 by 1. At the top, it's closer to a 2 by 2. So if you're planning on building around it, give it an extra little tile space around it kind of deal. Now, as its total height, it's just about 3 floors tall. So, like I said, be thinking about that if you're using it. It would probably look really good on a cliffside above a base, like you're trying to get line of sight. Now, as the actual UFO diner type, whatever, tourist trap it was designed as, you can actually see that it's almost 4 floors high. Now, I've used this little colored carpet, as you can see. Easily, it's about 3 wide by 5 long for the full foundation. Now, it actually doesn't use most of this space. That's just its kind of foundation plot. But you're probably going to need to make at least something this big if you're trying to put around it. The little UFO sign, as you can see, it does shine a little bit much. Even if I turn my light on and off, you can see it's not being my Pip-Boy. It does reflect a good bit of light still, so be thinking about that when you're actually doing stuff. Now, with no extra lights in here, you can see a lot of the different detail work differently as I walk up. Now, it does have actually quite a few windows. These, you can't really see it as good because there's no roof overhead. But they are actual little windows in here. And it is quite well lit during the day. Just out here by itself. And pretty decently sized. And with that, I hope this helps. And if it does, give me a like and subscribe. And with that, I hope y'all have a fantastic week.